Lesson 91. If an expression involving signed numbers contains symbols of inclusion like parentheses and brackets, we simplify within these brackets and parentheses first, always beginning with the innermost symbols of inclusion. Within each pair of inclusion symbols, we always multiply before we add. We remember order of operations means parentheses first. Parenthesis. I always have to spell it out or say it as I write it so I can spell it correctly. Then we do exponents. We look within parentheses to find exponents. Unless we have exponents on the outside of something, we do those first. Parenthesis, and then we do multiplication and division from left to right in the order they occur at the same time. So if there's division and then multiplication, we do the division first. We do it from left to right as a group. Then we do addition and subtraction same way. We do not do addition first and then subtraction. We do them in the order they occur from left to right. So it's parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, then addition and subtraction, always. So let's look at 91.1. Let's look for our innermost set of parentheses, or inclusion symbols as the book calls it. So we have a single set of parentheses here, but we have brackets and parentheses here. So let's do the innermost section here. So -3 minus 2, we put that together, that's going to be a -5, right? So now we have a -5 times 4. -5 times 4 is a -20. And that's a minus on the outside of that. So now that we've gotten this down to one set of symbols, let's get this other one set of symbols done. So -2 minus 3, that's -5 plus 1. So that's going to be -4. So -2 times -4. And whenever we have a negative sign or a minus sign in front of a parenthesis, drop a 1. It's got an invisible 1 because what this is asking for is the opposite of what's within the parenthesis. So the opposite of this number. So -1 times a -20 is going to be a +20. And a -2 times a -4 is going to be a +8. 8 plus 20 is equal to 28. See how easy that was? Y'all can do all this. Y'all don't even need me. So here we have another one, 91.2, and we have another pair of inclusion symbols that are doubled. So we have brackets and then parentheses. So let's do the innermost parenthesis first. 3 minus 5. That's going to be a -2. Well, we have -2 times 2, so that is going to be a -4, right? Because we have different signs, negative and positive, so it stays negative. Now we have -4 plus 2, so that's going to be a positive. No, it's not. Negative plus 2 is going to be a -2. So we have a -2 outside of that. So now we have that part done. Now we can look at this one. Now remember, we have to do multiplication and division first and then addition and subtraction. So this says a -3 times 5 is being multiplied here. And we have a -2 and a -3 being combined here. We're going to do the multiplication first. -3 times 5, that's going to be a -15. So a -2 and a -15 together, that's going to be a -17. So -2 times -17, and a -2 is going to be combined with, or -2 times a -4. So -2 times a -17, that's going to be a positive because both of these signs are the same. So 34. -2 times a -2 is going to be a +4. So the answer is going to be 38. Okay? And that is how we get there. If you have any questions about 91, please feel free to contact me. And that's all I have. I'll see you in lesson 92.